Hey guys, Colorado Camperman Brian here. So I wanted to do a quick video here today on the Travel Lite Rayzr, the 2016 model. So I have a email subscription to truckcampermagazine.com. So generally, like on a weekly basis, or sometimes even a couple times a week actually, I get an email with various articles that have been uploaded to the Truck Camper Magazine website, and some of it has to deal with, gear, some of it has to deal with truck campers. There's all sorts of really cool stuff on there. And so one of the things that they had, this was actually on September 29th, so a few weeks ago, they had this article about the 2016 Travel Lite Rayzr, which I'll show some pictures of it on here. But basically, it's a Cabover free truck camper. So it does not have the bed above the truck cab. So it's a little bit different. I guess it's the first one of its kind. So I wanted to walk you guys through this article, kind of give you guys my thoughts on it, and then I'd love to hear you guys' feedback on what you guys think about this unique truck camper. All right, so there's three different models that they have. The first one is the SS, or the Super Sleeper, which is only 885 pounds. The base MSRP is about $5,500, and it is 6 feet long, and the interior height is 6'2". The second one that they have is the front bed. So if you look at the layout here, basically it's just got one big bed in there, and then it's got a smaller kitchen. And that one weighs in at 1,070 pounds and is about $7,000 is the MSRP. It's a little bit longer. It's 7 feet, and it still has an interior height of 6'2". And then the FK here is the full kitchen model. This is probably my favorite if I were to pick any of them. But it is 1,075 pounds. It has an MSRP of about $8,000. And again, the interior height is 6'2". And I guess the floor length is only 6 foot on this one. But the FK, so the full kitchen model, and then the FB, so the front bed model, both of those have a lot more options than the SS. They have a 9-gallon fresh water tank. You can add an air conditioner. You can add a hot water heater. You can add a porta potty. You can add a stereo with indoor-outdoor speakers. You can add electric jacks. You can add a lot of more of the creature comforts and whatnot. So you don't have to have just the base model. Now with the SS, you can't really add, at least judging from this article, you can't really add any of those options. So their idea behind this whole line, I guess, is that, they kept on getting requests that people just wanted a very basic shell camper. And so they got the idea of this from a semi-truck sleeper. Because if you look at the side view of it, that's pretty much exactly what it looks like, is a semi-truck sleeper. So that's kind of where they got the idea. So you can go from the super basic from the SS, and then you can also kind of just jazz it up and make it be just like a normal truck camper with all the creature comforts. None of the models, well, I take that back. Actually, you can't add an outdoor shower. None of the models, though, have an indoor shower. So you can't add an outdoor on the FK and the FB models. So one of my initial reactions with this truck camper was, man, this thing is not aerodynamic at all. The fuel economy must be terrible on it. And the guy in the article actually said quite the contrary. In fact, he actually said he thinks this is potentially the most aerodynamic truck camper out there. And the reason being is that with a traditional truck camper, he was saying that most of the wind goes past the top of the truck's windshield, gets directed by the underside of the cabover, and then gets stuck between your truck cab and the front wall of your camper. So he said with that, in mind. This is a lot more aerodynamic, and you don't have that problem because the wind doesn't get caught under the Cabover. They have not done any MPG testing on it. I'd be very interested to see if what they're saying in here does hold true on the miles per gallon after they did a test on here. So that's pretty much it as far as the article goes. You know, they kind of wrap things up by saying that these things are about $5,000 less than the next least expensive hard side truck camper that they offer. And they're about $10,000 less than the hard side truck camper from the competitor. So, and apparently these things are fully warranted by Travel Lite for 1 year. So just like their other truck campers as well too. So, you know, if it was me, I don't know. I don't know if I like these things. You know, I really do like the Cabover bed. I think it utilizes the space above your cab very well. For me personally, I don't think these would be a good fit. Typically when I use my truck camper, I mean, we usually have a minimum of 2 people in here. Most of the time it's 3 or 4 of us in here. So I know, at least for my situation, this definitely would not work out for me. I do like if they did have a Cabover bed, then I probably would like it, which I guess these are very similar to one of their models. It just doesn't have the Cabover bed, but yeah, I think for me and what I like to do, I don't think these will work, but I'd love to get your guys' feedback. What do you guys think of this truck camper without the Cabover? What are your thoughts? Do you guys like it? Do you dislike it? Do you think it looks weird? You know, would you guys buy one? Do you think the price point is good? You know, I'd just love to get your guys' general thoughts on it. So, again, for me, just my opinion, I don't think this would be the right fit for me. Just given what I do with my truck camper, I don't think it will work out. But I do like the price tag. I think that's pretty crazy that they can make something like this for $8,000 brand new. That's pretty awesome. So I think that's one thing that's really cool about it. But anyway, so hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully this makes you guys think a little bit, and I would love to hear your guys' comments on it. So thank you guys for checking out the video here today, and we'll see you later.